bring in now Bull-Tick Capital Markets, their chief strategist, Kathryn Rooney Vera. And Kathryn, I know you're a major cheerleader for free markets. So the question is, can these free markets coexist with things like vaccination passports?
Well, it's hard. That motto that says "never waste a good crisis." It seems to me that the government is become so used, Charles, to massive intervention that even when the emergency and the crisis has passed, they continue with these emergency interventionist measures. So big power grab, I mean, that's up for discussion. But what I would say is that it's important, as Kelsey said, for personal responsibility to be the centerfold of everything that we look at in American life. That's really what makes us great. So personal responsibility and personal liberty, I think, have to come first. Governor DeSantis, Charles, as you know, I'm here in Florida. He is definitely a pro-business, pro-market type of guy. So I suspect, Charles, that they will come to some agreement so that these poor cruise lines that have been out of commission for more than a year can finally come back online and be profitable.
Yeah, I mean, that's a play, by the way. I mean, it's a $9 billion industry for your state, but a lot of people are in Carnival, Norwegian, a lot of folks along those stocks, and they've done very well. So it is important to our audience for more than one reason, right? I mean, there's the social economic, there's the notion of freedom and limited government, but there's also an investment play here. Are you in any of these reopening plays, like the cruise lines?
Yeah, look, the reopening play is still has room to run, so I think there's juice there, not just with cruise lines, but I think we need to look at still beaten up airlines as well as any recreational sectors. These are the sectors that are more likely than not going to continue to outperform from here through year end as the economy reopens and as people start to normalize their habits of consumption pre-pandemic.
Kathryn, I got less than a minute to go, but I saw something over the weekend. It reminds me of your pinned tweet that's been up there for a moment, where you talk about this pandemic and you say that we're going to see both sides of the political aisle finding common ground because CEOs are making so much more money, a lot more money than the average worker. What does that mean? Because if that's going to happen, I would suspect it's going to start happening now.
We're just at the very beginning of seeing this massive gap in inequality, Charles. More has yet to play out, both from a child's educational standpoint and the disparity that we've seen from educational standards, from inner cities to cities, vaccination rates, all those different demographics. A lot has yet to pan out, and we have not yet seen the vast inequalities that government intervention has fostered, both from the federal government with these mass dispersions of checks that keeping guys and gals on the sidelines instead of being gainfully employed, to the Federal Reserve subsidizing, Charles, national champions and subsidizing them with low interest rates and bailouts. So you have the rich getting richer, you have the poor guys on the streets still begging for unemployment benefits, and that, I think, has come to the fore, either from a surge in populism or perhaps a push towards libertarianism. But that's my bet going forward and has been for the past year and a half.
I think you're right, too. We'll keep watching on that. Kathryn, thank you so much.